Hey, look at that. How long's that been there?
I know, I wasn't there yesterday.
Well, well.
At the Australian Reptile Park, General Manager Tim Faulkner is checking out a commotion in the cassowary enclosure.
Cassowaries are really cryptic birds and not much is known about them in the wild or in captivity. So when an egg turns up in a yard, it's a bit of a surprise to say the least.
Tim knows the egg will be infertile.
Cassowaries are the same as chickens. Unless they've mated with the male, the egg is infertile. It has a yolk, white, but no little chick will ever grow.
But the egg is a promising sign.
We've had the female for 5 years. First egg she's ever laid.
This proud girl is ready to mate.
And how's she?
Mate, she's prancing around. She's making herself nice and big.
First things first, let's go in and let's find out what she's going to do. I think she's going to be cranky.
I think she's going to be cranky too.
Settle down. Hey, settle down. Not only are cassowaries arguably the world's most dangerous bird, but they recognise the uniform and they hate us. Every time you enter a cassowary yard, it's potentially dangerous. Their feet and those claws can rip you apart. Oh, settle down, big girl. Look at her, look.
Oh, yeah.
She's presenting to him.
At the Australian Reptile Park, the female cassowary is suddenly putting on a rare display.
Look at that.
Look at that.
Look at that.
Now he's
Trying to be mated.
Look at this.
Look, these two cassowaries, male and female, live next to each other, separated by a fence. She's laid an egg, which means she's reproductively active. It's her first egg ever. We need to have a look at that egg, check the yard out, and then let them do their thing. Put them in together, stand back and observe. We have to get in. Of all the animals in the park, she's one of the most dangerous. Even though she's standing still, they go from 0 to 100 in a second.
Despite the danger, Tim and his team need to get a close look at the egg.
Watch your back on that fence, boys. Watch your back on that fence.
But the male is now also hovering dangerously close.
Hey, look at this. Look to the left. Look, 4 eggs. Look at that. So this one's rolled out. We enter the enclosure, walk down to where the egg's laying. Straight away you can see there's another 4 eggs to the left in a nest. Yeah, don't let her around that backside, boys.
Yeah.
I don't want to be cut off, please. Maybe she's laid it there and hasn't rolled it in, or maybe she laid it here and it's rolled out.
The surprise haul confirms the female is definitely ready for mating.
Look at that. She's just done something amazing. She's gone and sat down near the male and she wants him to mate with her. She's soliciting the male to come and mate. We'll get on out and let the male in. Okay, he's coming, guys.
At the Australian Reptile Park, it's time for the eager young male cassowary to be introduced to his feisty female neighbour.
Keep it there, Mike. Just push him back a bit, mate. Push him back a little bit. Just watch out. His aggression could go through the roof right now.
Tim and his team are on high alert.
Get ready here, because when they start running, they're going to run really fast and not pay attention to us. So just get ready for that. Okay, that's far enough for us, boys. So let's just hold a line here. Breeding cassowaries in captivity and knowing how to breed cassowaries in captivity is now critical. There are less than 1,000 cassowaries in the wild and that number is steadily decreasing. If the cassowaries were reliant upon the captive population for their survival, at this point in time we don't know enough. We're not very good at it, but we're learning. And exercises like this and successful matings mean we know how to do it, and if we need to secure the species in captivity, we can.
Tim is anxious to see this pair succeed, but so far it hasn't exactly been love at first sight.
Mate, just watch her. She's up on her toes. I can see how revved up she is.
Last time this exact pair were introduced, the male got the female into a corner. He's almost half her size, and he just kicked 1, 2, 3, 4. Hey, settle down, you. We had to get in, break it up, separate the cassowaries, and that's terrifying, and then push the male back into a separate yard. Okay, now he's here. Let's back up a bit. Let's give him a bit of space, boys. Yep, quick mark.
This time, Tim and the team are poised and ready to intervene at the slightest sign of aggression.
this could still turn into a fight. The signs here are really encouraging, but last time and times before, I thought things were going well, and it very quickly turned nasty. The mating's interesting, but if we see a fight, we're in there and we're separating.
Yeah, she's taking him for a walk now.
He's picked up the pace now, and he's right on her tail. Good signs. Here he comes.
At the Australian Reptile Park, Tim and his team are anxiously watching a pair of cassowaries, hoping they can mate safely without a fight.
Last time, at about the 15-minute mark, we had a kickboxing match on and we had to separate. That's a boy. All's calm.
Despite their history of aggression, their courtship seems to be going smoothly.
Not a lot's known about cassowaries, and in particular, their mating ritual, but what we do know is that the female solicits the male. She'll begin to walk, fluff her behind up, and indicate that she wants to be mated with. She's twice his size, it's no wonder he's a little intimidated.
As the birds circle each other warily, the keepers can't let their guard down.
Cassowaries don't get the reputation of being the world's most dangerous bird for no reason. This could still go pear-shaped, so essentially, we never relax in this situation.
We've left them in there and it's going well. They're both calm and they're courting. So the female is leading the male around and he's now hot on her heels. He's zigzagging behind her.
Suddenly, the female makes her move.
She's gonna do it.
The female cassowary has stopped her prancing and is sitting. It's an open invitation for the male to begin mating.
That's exactly what we're after. They're mating right now. That's the male on top. And the female's just gone and sat down. First time I've ever seen it this close. And a far cry from last time's fight. And it's amazing how such an aggressive bird can be so gentle. And now he's preening her. I'm so happy with how today went. There was Mike, Nick, Obi and I, and for all of us as keepers, we love our animals. And to see that is something we've never seen before, may not see again.
Hey guys, we've just had these brought in at reception. Do you want to come have a look? Look how cute they are.
Inside at SASH, stray ducks are getting a noisy reception.
Aww.
They are real cute.
Hello. Do you know what kind of ducks they are?
Not too sure. So we've had two little adorable ducklings just brought in. A member of the public had found them on the side of the road. We're just going to have them looked over just to make sure they're nice and healthy. And we'll have our wildlife nurse have a look at them.
So we'll just make sure everything's okay. So the eyes look good. Got a nice clean beak. Nothing stuck in your mouth. It seems to work. Little wings. They seem to be intact. Now we'll look at your feet. They both work. Don't seem to have any cuts or injuries.
These ducklings look great. They've been well fed wherever they've been. They're in fantastic condition.
It's a clean bill of health, and Jess is confident the pair aren't native ducks.
Most commonly, white ducks are domestic ducks and they don't actually belong in the wild. They belong as backyard pets.
Okay.
So we're going to have to keep you here until we can find you somebody who's going to love you and give you a good home.
Yeah, I think so, and I think they will.
Hey, find you a home? Yes.
On the side of the road, they've now been adopted by SASH vet nurse and duck lover, Jess.
I've fallen in love with the ducklings, so I've decided to take the ducklings home. There we go. Go find your friends. We've got a great setup. It's like a duck palace. We've got the wading pool, we've got the running area, they've got their little house. I think it'll be great. I think they'll love it. Happy chuckles, always a good sign. I've got the perfect names picked out for our male and female ducklings, Andrew and Lisa. What do you think about that? You like those names? Yeah? I'm hoping that because the ducklings are young, they'll be welcomed into the group with open arms, open wings.